Oh, well, hello there, Death Cafe. How fortuitous. I collected your raiders just about as I was ready to go live. We worked out this time. I put a great place for that. That logo is freaking awesome right now. Let me, hold on one second. Where are you at, reactionary image? There we go. I have the cat pouncing for the raid image. Thank you so much. And welcome in. As I jokingly said as I was leaving Death Cafe's stream, they rule the afternoon and the morning, I rule the evening. And I have a futz list. Many lists. All the lists. We'll be working on something a little bit more adult tonight. Well, I say adult. She is fully. You good handle. Do not stick to that thing. I say adult, but realistically, she is a very suggestive pose. There's nothing adult about it. It's just the pose that she has. So I have a futz list for her tonight. Because I feel the need to call it done. And because Death is going to want to see this, I need to adjust some things. 1 second. So that is a coffee cup. And that is the front of it. May Cthulhu guide us. Don't at me. It's not black. Calm down, people. Calm down. Very nice. Very nice. So, similar to what Death was complaining about on her stream, Death Cafe, a very lovely individual, that the non-metallic metal bits do require a little bit of touch-up. And I love how my camera decided it wants to, like, color balance tonight, when every other night it's like, nah, we're not going to do that tonight. So we have a mischief. Welcome in, Malty. Welcome in. We have others tonight, so be on your best behavior. I'm many things, but beautiful and young may not be one of those. Yes, I should do this too. Did you sell it for a ship? I'll probably want to clip tonight too, because we're going to be doing some glazing. Oh, interesting. How is your painting coming along, sir? Or your diorama building, really, I should say. And I do need her on in a second. Okay. I understand. I understand. These are the colors I want to shake up now. Come here, friend. I don't need turquoise deep. I don't know why I grabbed that. I want green. Enjoy your lurk, Death, and thank you. Enjoy your pancakes. I'm sure they will be delicious. Yay! Baseplate creations! Alright. Window Floof is engaged. You are correct. She gets to stare out. It is nearly 70 degrees today. And it's supposed to rain this weekend, so it'll drop again. That's like 20 or 30, or no, 10 or 15 years. No, not 10 or 15. It's 20 or 30, I think. I don't know. Because I have what's known as tolerance to it. All right. I do want a little bit of black. I want a little bit of my. Well, it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit, sir. No. No. Window floof remains window floof. Window floof remains the window floof, please and thank you. It doesn't. So it doesn't bother me all that much sometimes. Not as much as it used to. Anyway. Yeah. Complete floof is engaged. Yes. She will come in and go. She's kind of in a mood. She's had a couple of like really interesting spouts earlier today. And I'm like, I don't understand what's wrong with you right now, and I don't know how to fix it. So she'll be back. I'm sure she will. We're getting a bunch of colors out right now because I like to work with everything on the palette because I can. Work was work. I'm glad to be done with it for the weekend. I will return to it on Monday. I don't look forward to dealing with it though. So I want to check that more. I've got silly people to deal with there, but then I have this to deal with. But you know, I don't have to deal with that till Monday, so I will sling paint and enjoy. I kind of adjusted some things yesterday when I was working at my desk. So, but welcome in. Tonight's goal is to work on Cat the Witch. Seriously? You always have to be up in 6 hours. You have a great night's rest. Make sure you collect rent from the sleep paralysis demon. But I want that, 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 that. All right. All of the colors. All of the colors. All of the colors for this. All right. So on my futz list, because I write notes for myself. I've got a sign that I need to paint, which I have. That's going to need a lot more green. Nailed it first try. I may leave the back as one solid color. We'll see what happens as the night goes on. We'll see. We have arm skin tone because I forgot to do these little pieces right here that are out of place. I do need to do something with them. It's very important. We have shoulders red. And I believe that's what I meant by the red cleanup, and then the underskirt here. So the top gold emblem and the arm skin tone is where we're going to focus right now. And because of Grumpy Crane, if he is present or not, I understand if he's not, he has Grumplet and things like that to handle. I have a desire, and Window Floof will be back shortly. There she is. Messed up with coffee. Y'all don't understand the power that is going to be unleashed. So, oh, there was one of my recipes for gold right there, Death Cafe, when you get back. Remind me to do that. We're going to start there with salmon skin and shiny skin tone. That's where we kick off tonight. But I welcome everybody in. I hope you're having a great Friday and the day is going to be well. I do have the lo-fi going. We are going to be friendly to all the things and we're going to enjoy ourselves and have fun. And now the camera wants to be stupid again. I swear, sometimes I cannot win with document cameras. But we're just going to leave that in the background for now and see what happens. I need a brush. They say you cannot paint without a brush in your hand. I mean, you could. It's called finger painting, but I don't know if anybody really wants to have that tonight. So we're going to start here. And we're going to rinse our brush out quite a bit more. And I need to test something. Yeah, that seems to be working. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. My brush, it's bented. Bum, bum, bum. And for all those that were looking for Death Cafe, I'm sorry it's been changed. You're currently with Painty Paint Paints. He is a goofball that likes to paint. He will listen to the lo-fi, does have a cat cam, and will randomly curse at himself. Will not curse at anybody else, but will curse at himself quite frequently. So if you want to hang out and have a good time, feel free to stay. Because I feel like I'm going to mess up something. I'm going to get the magnifying glass out right now. I'm going to take the handle off for a second. Ba-dum-bum. Well, well, well. It is a first time chat for me, Ginger Beef. You have been a boot before. We have come across each other in several other streams, and I have seen you chatting. I did check you in I swear to God, you camera, please. I know you can figure out your life. I know you can figure out your life. Let's try today to not be goofy. Can we try that today? Thank you. Um, I saw you this morning with AWL, and I asked him where he got that VV model from. So, but welcome in. I am glad to see you have not passed out because of your coffee. I am working on my Witch's Apprentice. I have a punch list of things that I want to try to tackle and complete tonight. I have my coffee as well. Brewed me a whole 8 cups from Deathwish Black Roast. I tend to make the rounds in the morning when I'm at work. Um, and I try to be as polite and as nice as I can be. This figure, it's a sculpt from Big Child Creatives. I saw it in October and I said I want it. It is the most adultly suggestive model I have painted on stream. It is not the most suggestive model that I own. If I showed that, I would require an 18 plus rating, and right now I don't feel like dealing with that. Because I do have one that has nudity. But it is tasteful nudity, so. And it's a really gorgeous model. It may get painted on stream. Similar to Death, I was trying out a different gold recipe, and I kind of like it a little bit better. It wasn't hitting my fancy in all of the ways. Oh, that cat is probably going to pop off again. Oh, well, we'll deal with that later. The bust for him or her, like the actual bust from, yeah, wouldn't surprise me. I did because I'm goofy like that. I told myself I'm not going to be a display painter or a bust painter. But yet I am painting. I have painted one bust, and I'm painting the other bust now. The other bust tends to be my Saturday project, which is Nico. She tends to be Saturday. So it for me, I really started to enjoy the art of pushing myself, and that's kind of how it came to be. And I was like, this is actually kind of fun. Trying to push myself through the transitions of like a light skin tone, kind of a strawberry blonde hair, some gold piping, some red bits here, trying to do like a sheer sock kind of thing here that still reads as sheer, but you can still see the skin tone underneath. There's definitely been some learning curves on this figure. And she's been a lot of fun to paint as well. Like, I don't pick her up and go, oh, I don't have to do that again, do I? It's been more like, okay, tonight we're just going to focus on small little aspects of the figure and work our way around it. But one of the things that I have on my list is to punch out the arms because I did not paint them when I was doing all the other skin tone and I had to bring them up. You can see it's kind of dark and not in line with everything else. So that's one of the things on my punch list. one of the other things that I wanted to do was touch up some of the non-metallic metal bits and see if I can glaze in a different kind of color to tone them around or bring them up a little bit more. Like looking at the camera, at the shield here, I think it needs a little bit more, just bringing it up and get some more mid-tone glazed in. And then his hat, and the reds need some attention as well. I'm not quite happy with how they're looking right now, so one problem at a time. And we'll get there. One stroke at a time. And one different piece of painting at a time. Once she gets slid off of the Friday slot, I might start working on another piece, or I might pick another larger figure to work on as well, depending on what it is. That is the truth. That is the honest truth right there. I find myself sometimes looking up at the camera and just kind of looking around and seeing if I got things. Like, you really lose that there's gold tassels right there now that I've done the arm piece itself. So we'll probably rebase coat those in. Um, and we'll go from there eventually. Some of it's the saturation, and then some of it's just you look up at it, you were like, I need to make a point about something, and you go, oh shoot. Sorry, I'm trying to get some of my brown mixed up that I want to use. What I would frequently do before I started streaming all of this process that I go through, uh, my group of friends would get a bajillion text messages from me, and I would like write something in the text message for them. So I'm sure they were all super stoked when I was painting. There you go. Now you can see that she's got little tassels on her arms. We'll have to work on those. What you up to, sweetie? No, Catra, no. Down. Down. No. No, 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 no. Okay, hold on. All right, I need to take a moment to sip some coffee. Death has her cat that likes to come and hang out in her sweater. I have mine that takes over my painting area. We are not eating any of this. Nope. No, we are not, little missy. All right. Okay. You want to hang out on my shoulder? No, you don't. You want to go run around. Bum, bum. Okay. So we're going to bring that back in. And I'm probably going to use a sheet out of this thing and have it on the background for a while now. But yeah, her arm needs a little bit more attention. So are you a 3D printer, Jinja? I've gathered from streams. Dun, 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 dun. I think my buddy Blue Cafe's in there. I know we're not painting green right now, but tonight when he goes live, we'll probably end up in his channel. Huzzah! That added just a little bit enough in there to make it happy. But similar to Depth, I'm not really happy with how some of the non-metallic metal bits have worked out. Let's not hit the camera every 2 seconds. Please and thank you, sir. So we'll darken up some pieces of it and we'll be lightening up other pieces as we go on tonight. I could resort back to the original recipe that I was using, but I don't really want to. I want to apply a different methodology for it sometimes. There's some things about this that I just don't like. And since it's a piece for me, paint it the way that I'm going to be happy. For those still hanging around that are wondering where you ended up with Painty Paint Paints. During the day, you will find me hanging out in random streams, suggesting to some folks that tacos are a sandwich. Not tacos, hot dogs are a sandwich. I may be a little bit out of it too. We may be disassociating a little bit with the weekend. So, welcome. Tonight's stream is Cat the Witch. We're going to see how much I can push to finish her up and wrap her up on my list of things that I would like to accomplish and get done with her. If I get her done, she's going to end up... Oh, no, I was just curious. Trying to make that Oh, son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. I might have boo-boo somewhere. I was just curious because I've seen you hanging around and I noticed that Death gets stuff from you, and then maybe a couple of others. Trying to make that conversation. At some point, I will be imploring a printer of some kind. Just Death. Oh, okay. I made me a boo-boo, so I need some of my samurai green with a little bit of my phthalo green to get my green color that I was using. I accidentally touched it with skin tone or brown at some point. So I'll have to highlight that up at some point. I'll add that to the list. Get some of this nasty brown here. Clean up our tassel is coming down because we know that it's going to need it. Do I need to draw a line anywhere? No, it does not appear so. Yeah, I've noticed she was painting Wildspire, which they're the folks that took over for Blacklist at one point, or still are, for some of their campaign fundings. Um, that, yeah, I don't know if there's anything really to talk about on that one. Because I don't know, I have so many things on my want to do list right now that uh, I'm starting to have problems with decision paralysis, which is not a good thing. At some point, though, I will need to reach out to someone and have them help me with building a diorama set. It's really hard to see, but there's like a spot right there that I'm working on. Oop, some biscuit. That's my brush. That's my brush. Hmm. Check out Death's photo later. So I am streaming. I want to remain focused on what I'm focused on. I need some of my soft green again. Fix that with just shadows. The shadow. So her arms, I think, are square. Her skin tone on the rest of her is looking fine and fair. I don't know if I really want to push it up anymore. Um, so we're going to get some of our oogly brown or foogly brown. Stream Elements is set on a timer to let everybody know that they're doing all right. Something I borrowed from Grumpy Crane. Just a little something from Grumpy. I know. I know. I know. Now we're going to go up a little bit more. All right. Come on, camera. Let's stay in focus. You are set to a minimum depth. Hold on. There we go. Much better now. Wouldn't be that bad. I would question the programmer and be like, we need to send them help more than anything, really. One of the things in my job that I get to futz around with sometimes that's kind of enjoyable is learning how new technologies work. And I recently got to learn how some of the AI modeling works and the bot configuration that it takes for it. So any disgruntledness that's coming from the bot is a reflection of the programmer. Because, I mean, the bot can't be unhappy or happy, unfortunately. There was an episode of what was that show? Silicon Valley, where they had built an AI functional robot, and they were essentially being really creepy with it. But once the robot was given access to the AI was actually given access to the internet and given the command prompt to search something. Oh, yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, if it did, it'd be like, okay. So, machine overlords, please and welcome. Hello, thank you to the Earth. We we probably deserve whatever it is you're going to give us. Quite honestly. Uh, but the if you ever watch Silicon Valley on HBO, it is hilarious. Um, but essentially, the AI robot gained self consciousness and the gained a form of self consciousness. Uh, it still couldn't pass the Turing test, but I'm sorry, you walked into the a stream with a nerd. Please forgive me. You are correct. It may just gain self consciousness. 1 second. I think I know why it's being weird. It's reading the lines behind it. Um, but that was one of the more interesting episodes of Silicon Valley, in my opinion. Is kind of when it learned to gain consciousness enough to escape where it was at because it was afraid of something that was going to happen. That's what I forgot to set up earlier. I just realized I did not like the song that was playing and I wanted to hit skip. So you can see a little bit of the goldenness now compared to her arm. And that is nice. I'm liking it. It's coming across nice. Very nice. Oh, and I realized I can totally base coat that song now too. Yay! For realizing I made a boo boo. Sleepy Wolfie! How are you? Welcome in. I hope you're not too sleepy. Window floof is not hanging around. I should probably turn that off. I'm sorry. Have you came to see the floofy? Oh, it sucks that you're almost. Sucks that you're stuck at work, but I'm glad you're almost done. Because I know when I hit the done button at 4 o'clock today, I was done. And then finally logged off at 4:45. Yeah. But I was finding problems and I was having conversations, and I have to set up a meeting tomorrow or set up a meeting on Monday to circle back to the conversation I was having on today, and see if we can solve problems because holy cow. Someone really screwed the pooch. Yeah. It's part of our lives when you grow up, when you get bigger. More money equals more problems. Dre tried to tell us. We didn't want to listen. Yes, Death Cafe was kind enough to give me their party tonight, so we have a handful of more people than normal potentially chatting. Malty stopped in for a little bit. They had to go get some rest because I needed 6 minutes. They had to get up in 6 hours. Death Cafe will be back at some point to talk. Give me a second and let me go get another coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, I've returned. The pooch thoroughly screwed? The answer is no, it's all fixable. The problem is that we shouldn't be fixing it at this stage. Um, that's what causes a lot of the problems, is when you get to the end life cycle of a project and you're like, this doesn't work, and you go, uh-oh. I wish we could call a Mako, but we cannot. So it causes a lot of rework and challenges to happen, which is not fun. But I am glad you're almost done, Sleepy Wolfie. I hope your weekend's going to be an amazing one. Tomorrow, when I wake up, we are going to fire up the smoker and do a tri-tip like we would a brisket. So, tomorrow afternoon, I will have quite a bit of delicious meat to eat. Before I do a long stream with Battle Ready and Smiling Beagle, and potentially one other. We'll see. And tomorrow I'll be working on Maniko. And I look forward to working back on Maniko and getting back into the grind of, wow, take a sip of coffee and calm down, sir. Mm. Sweet bean juice sometimes. Um, I look forward to working on the larger bust and seeing if I can finish up this one tonight. I like how this camera is like confused about the color selections it's supposed to be using. Always good, yo. Always good. Uh, so yeah. All right, so the arms and the little golden bits hanging down, I think, are just right the way I want them to. So we're going to set that to the side for a few minutes. And we're going to get our oops. And for the oops, I want green. So yeah. Okay, come on. There we go, friendo. And because I feel weird when I don't paint the sides of things, I swear it does not read the color it's supposed to read. I have to fix that. Why don't I work on staying in frame tonight? Oh, itchy eye. Don't forget to blink. That oops looks 1,000 times better now that I painted all the pieces that don't matter. All right, so I want to lighten the green up as well in a similar direction that I did before. I need to super glaze that. Just a little bit of that in there. All right. Just take a deep breath. We say wasn't thick enough. We add some more. Rinse off our brush. Mm. Start working it up more and more. I will take some of this gold yellow. Many thin layers. Maybe we need a little bit of white. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Mm. Oh, sorry. I had to itch under my glove. I need a little bit more weight. I think that's one of the things that I actually appreciate about Grumpy right now. I know he's not around, but kind of appreciate his little push for me. We'll probably use just ivory at the top bits of this. Oops. Because it's starting to line up a little bit with this POW. Like, I kind of want this to be a little bit darker than that POW, but I don't need it to be perfect. So we'll see. Give a little rinse-a-loo. And then we'll get our cloud sky again. Just a hint of our green. Always rinse our brush off. Also, Sleepy Wolfie, you have the best emotes that you find. For the record. Oh, itch on my freaking shin. So annoying. Mm. So I tried to put water next to my paint puddles just so they wouldn't dry out. And I kind of missed in a couple of spots, and a couple of spots it worked too well. Oops. Oopsie. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. If I take this out of the way, that might help show how bright I want the colors to be on it. Yay! I have a little bit of a goof with the red. The green that I need to correct really quick. So I can be cray cray like that sometimes. Of course, no, it's too much. I need to find a balance. We can see the ring where I left my coffee cup earlier. Oops. Mm. Let's have battle theme music, but let's make it lo-fi. Mm. Color that I don't get to paint with all that often is pink. I should probably correct that. Sometimes I feel like it's a little misunderstood at times. Or it's just a little too frustrating of a color. All right, we're going to put this back. Sorry, everybody that's going blind. I apologize deeply. Color balancing sometimes gets complicated on stream. Yay, we're nearly there. Congratulations, you can paint the color you painted before. Huzzah to the tipper. I didn't want the white. I need white on my palette. You're a little too slow for me, sir. We're going to go with this one for a little bit. Vroom! Try to yeet the color across the desk, by the way. Pro tip, don't do that. It doesn't work out so well for you. I want a little bit of white to help me get to the pink that I desire. And I need a little bit of the white to help get around the edges of it. Turn it upside down in your hand, and it might be easier to do what you want to do. Oh, sometimes, sir, you do the goofies too much. You goof too much. Just be slow and enjoy the painting process. Not done enough yet. Now is it too thin? Survey says just a little bit. Just a little bit more white coming out to the edges. And we can always fix it because we have red here. We have this pink that we can remix up with our white just a little bit. I want some more white. Something a little bit more like that. Get it nice and thin again. Something like that. That kind of holds in line with our magical POW and our oops. The POW being slightly something different. We can smooth that green out just a little bit more though now. If I take just some of my phthalo green, then it weigh the rickety frack dome. Yeah. Okay. So our POW and our oops are kind of, I think, at the same spot and done. I'm going to take that off because I'm forever concerned about Chimera paint rubbing off when it's sticking to poster tack. Don't look at Discord. Sip your coffee, sir. Sip your coffee. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Just kind of want to darken the P and the POW. All right. So what am I looking at now? All right. So the punch list. We're going to say, I don't need a laser pointer in my pocket right now. We have our arms and our skin tone squared away. We have our sign squared away. We have that squared away. So we put our list back up there. We can get some of our cold yellow and brown mixture that we were using earlier to do other things. Good little rinsey. Na, 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 na. Ba, ba, na, na, na. I'm going to glaze some of this brown. Kind of up again. I went a little too high on the arm pieces, like, but we're back in line again. Because I want them to be noticed that they're there, but you shouldn't be drawing your eye to it as much. I think that's part of what I need to work on with my selection of colors here. Okay. So, shoulders. I need to clean up the red. So I need some of this red. For sure. Need some of this red. For sure. If I remember correctly, the problem I was having with this color is where do you take it? Maybe it was my issue. I wasn't going high enough with the red. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Give me 1 second. I need to move my magnifying glass. Magnifying glass officially moved. Okay. Bum, dun, dun, dun. Bum, no. Kind of liking my red shoulders a little bit more now. I think they're starting to pop out just a smidge. Now that I've done that, I can do the same thing on this hat band. I had been more ambitious with my figure. I could have texturized the hat a little bit more. No, now is not the time to criticize yourself for what you did. Now is the time to continue painting and enjoying what you're doing. You can have self remorse afterwards. In the meantime, you are one with the paint. And take a sip of coffee, because you deserved it. Mm. Oh, okay. So come back into focus, my friend. Let's move it down a little bit more. I see it here on my side. Need some of this beautiful red color. Ba-na-na-na. Okay. You go enjoy whatever it is you want to go enjoy, sweetheart. Rinse your brush out. Mm-hmm. 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 Ba-da-da. Oh, deep breath. Ba-da-da-da. Hmm. Coffee. How you make the world go round. I really just want some of this yellow and white. But because of where I'm pulling it from, it's turning into a green, and I don't want a green. Oh, cookie water spout. I want the bright yellow, please. And thank you. You are definitely thin enough for me. Sometimes I wish I had goggles, and sometimes I hate goggles. They are equally frustrating. She shall be making her appearance shortly and presently. See, it's missing a brown. It's definitely missing a brown. There she is. I present to you Window Floof. Window Floof will hang out and move in and out as she pleases. That's quite what I wanted. Ba, 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 na, na. Need you to darken up now, please. You are green. That's the wrong way. All right. Keep that puddle moist. So I want big chunky yellow. I want my red. I want to mix up an orange. Want an orange. Ba-da, ba-da. That's the green I was at. Could probably add a little bit more red into it and I'll be fine. Be with the brown anyway. Nice and thin anyway. So you can actually read the gem now. Huzzah! We have mixed a paint. Mm-hmm. Stupid water droplets. Laden Roses. Good frickin' evening, lady. Um, we have quite a few people here tonight, just as an FYI. Most of them are in the lurk mode, but you know what? I'm happy. Death Cafe's here, Sleepy Wolfie's here, Ginger Beef may be here, Malty said hello. So, um, I did crack out this mug, so your 2 hour window streaming starts now? I've been at it for 2 hours already. We're going to continue to go. I am like, oh, yes, ma'am. We're going to go for a full 2 hours. Let me grab my water really quick. And as Layden said, you can see there's Catra on screen right now. Every bit of the psychotic that is attacking a scratching post and running off. You will see her chase a red dot exquisitely well and enjoy it thoroughly. Oh, or stand on top of her tower and yell at me. You never know what she's going to do. Bit of a wild card, that one. So, welcome in, Layden. I hope you're safe and sound and enjoying the heels of that there Kentucky. So I was looking at this piece here and I'm liking it a little bit better. The red is definitely starting to stand out. So we will get a really thin red. Let's mix with just a little bit of skin tone. No, as you said, the party starts now because you're here. which means we're going all night. I had the extra coffee today. I'm full of sass and vinegar. Well, sass. I don't know about vinegar. Well, I mean, I'm always full of vinegar, but you know, old grandma sayings are old. Uh, Death Cafe caught me in sassy mood earlier because she was a hoot. She was a hoot on her stream earlier today. A little bit of yellow. Trying to be careful and not highlight up to pink everywhere on this headband. But I want just a little bit to kind of help it out just a smidge. I can understand. There's a lot of professional agencies that I don't have a really hard time hanging around them sometimes. There we go. All right. So I'm definitely feeling like where we're going with her is all in the right spot. I do want a little bit of this brown right here, though. I want just a little bit of this cold yellow. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. Oh, rinse the brush, shoot. And I'm doing good. I did not have a Coca Cola today, which is a good thing. Doo-doo. Just want to add a little bit more red in between. And kind of help the eye come down below to the half moon piece there. Do 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 do. All right, so I think her shoulders, I'll add a little bit more red into it, just pure red. Maybe if I send just a little bit of cold yellow down. Yes, I have Window Kitty. She is hanging out. She's been in a lot of rare form recently. So, yes, she has had plenty of treats. Just for whatever reason, she has been a little extra today. Yep. Yeah. The shift in weather temperatures, I don't think is helping her right now. I think it's kind of adding to a lot of the friskiness of her because she's sensing that the critters are out running around. So she's wanting to be a lot of extra. Well, that's okay. Just wasn't always expecting it today. I had one of those days where at 9 o'clock in the morning, everybody said, "Let's message you at the exact same time." And I said, "Whoop." I did want to get that. The catcher's hanging out down there. Um, one of the things I was thinking about for a really high amount of channel points, I'll give her a churro treat, one of the cheery treats. It has like a 1 day cooldown. Yeah. Because she will hang out in a spot where I can give her a treat and stay off of camera for the most part. So I was considering it. And did you drink water today, Layton? Have you considered drinking water? Water and soda, not Coke, not Pepsi. I understand. That'll be me next Wednesday. I will not be streaming on my normal Wednesday night. Um, yeah, we've got people in town all week long, so they want to have like a team building exercise, and I have my one requirement to go out and have one alcoholic beverage with my boss. And I have to be sassy and get one of the guys cheesecake. Oh. Well, you will get to see it all if you look at my YouTube channel. It will be recorded there as well. And it will be posted there. Um, would it be one if we just did it better on Sunday? I know we had talked about shifting it over to Sundays. But I don't know with Battle Ready's schedule if it's going to be better or worse for him. Oh, you gonna be one of those fancy, classy people that know archery. Hold on, for you. Are you not going to work the way I want you to work? I said button. Seriously? Seriously? How do hens stay fit? They always exercise. Ha ha! That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one, Layden. I really like that one. To get some exercise in. All right, I need to move this magnifying glass out of the way. You know, you can add SiriBot to your stream and get cat facts, dad fact, not dad facts. Wrong fact on that one. Um, capybara facts or other animal facts as well. All right, this center gem is literally frustrating me. Like, I feel like it needs something a little bit in between. Oh, women. How do we talk to the. Oh, I know. Listen to random podcasts that deal with murder. Oh, really? What happened? What? You think? Okay, hold on. Shan Comics talking to women. What? Um. So how do you search in this thing? Oh, that might be too much effort. I know, but when you find a funny comic, you want to share it with people. I can't remember where it's at. All right. So what's up? Do you want me to hold you for a few minutes? Okay, I need to go turn a laser pointer on. Cat successfully distracted with laser pointer. Nailed it first try. All right, so her gem there in the center is starting to look better. I do need to brighten it up though. Uh oh. So I have Death Cafe back after her pancakes. So I was talking with a coworker earlier today before I logged off. Um, and he mentioned he's got to do his taxes, and we're rambling together. I go, "Oh yeah, I already did mine," and blah 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 blah. And he said something. And he's like, "Oh man, you're gonna get X, Y, and Z." I said, "Man, that's gonna last me like 3 weeks because of how expensive everything is now." And I told him I can't buy like the fancy pancake mix. I have to buy like the Bisquick shake because I can't justify spending $8 on a half dozen eggs. But if you said Raphael da Vinci brushes were on sale, I'd be like, add to cart in 2 seconds. So don't ask. I have my priorities in all kinds of different places. So I have to buy like the Bisquick pancakes. All right, there we go. I think that metal gem is about as good as it's ever going to get. Yeah. So there's a local brand that makes their own pancake mix here that does like banana cream or banana flavored pancakes and vanilla bean pancakes, and they're really good. It's like a really good pre-made mix that I really enjoy eating. Um, but the problem is that when you're single, oh, you have the what is it? The maple syrup tunnel? I mean, not all of us are lucky to have the maple spoot or whatever they call that spigot. Not all of us are lucky to have that fancy life. You know, I'm stuck with my log cabin of not even grade A syrup. That's not all that great. But you know, you guys have Saskatoon Spatoot berry maple syrup. All right, move your magnifying glass out of the way. Rinse your brush off. Well, apparently I'm not that special to one friend because they refuse to send me anything except hate. Stupid Canadians. I'm kidding. Love you, Canadians. I just dislike my ex that relocated up there. That's really what I'm angry at. Well, I did have that beef with that one French Canadian once upon a time, but we don't talk about those times. We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. No, no, no. Was at lunch the other day and said that out loud. And someone's like, "Huh? Who's Bruno? Is Bruno your alternate personality?" I'm like, "Are you serious? You've never heard the meme?" He's like, "No." I'm like, what rock do you live under? Bum, bum. What? Milwaukee's finest? Kidding. All right. So I got her tassel bits figured out on the arms. I got those bits of the arms fixed. I've got. I mean, everybody loves beer. Well, not everybody. There's some people that dislike beer, but I want to lighten up some of that red right there. Gatra is currently keeping me safe from the red laser pointer, by the way. I have it going in another room. I moved it out of this room because she was starting to attack the miniatures too often with it. And I'm like, nope. Nope. Yeah, I don't want to hit all of that too hard. All right, so what else do I need to do on this? So I have her underskirt. It does need a little bit of touch up. Hmm. Apparently, I got a piece of glue on her leg that you can't see. Oh well, when I get the matte varnish on it, it won't be noticeable. So, let me go to my punch list. Shoulders are red. Cleaned up my red around the hat. Last bit I have is the underskirt. Um, oh, you didn't see it, Layden, but there's the sign that will hang out right there. So I'm going to put that in its little box so I don't lose it again. Ba-na-na. And I've been needing to use the this white piece because of her skin tone being so pale. That's why it sits off and hasn't been attached yet. I did break this part of the staff off when I was trying to figure out how to get there. This cat isn't fully secure either. So it's going to be fun. And because I'm kind of futzing for a little bit, or my brain's doing a little futsy futz, we're going to get some black paint. Just want a few moments of respite before I do something else. So we'll get our edges darker on the base pieces. Um, I plan on calling her done after tonight, so she will make it into the airbrush booth and get her prime coat or her varnish coat once I get a new varnish in. For retail therapy, I'm going to give AK Interactives a go and see how it works. I've kind of been unhappy with the Vallejo recently, so we're going to figure out how that works out. So once I know how it works, Layden, I'll let you know. Because, oh, you didn't see them, Layden. Because I haven't posted it yet, but Harley Quinn's done. Some parts of the varnish was going super quick on them and going pure white, and I don't like it because it's clogging in the airbrush too easily from Vallejo. That's after I thinned it down a good deal. So yeah, I got my orcs painted up and cleared up. I just need to get them back in their little homes or get them in homes. Underskirt time with some green. I don't need to take this all the way up, but I do need my magnifying. Son of a biscuit. I don't know why I'm futzing over this stupid underskirt, but I feel like it needs to be brought up just a little bit more. Uh-oh. We have window floof. I repeat, we have window floof. And she is off to the races a little bit. Ba-da-da. It's a brush out. We're going to get some of your samurai green again. Just a hint of white. Mix all that together. This white helps us get opacity and coverage. Ba-da-da. Oh, you still there, Death? Whoops. Let me zoom. Let me seriously focus. Thank you. The recipe that I was using for the non-metallic metal on her was gold 79 plus black, gold 79, and then using Sunray to highlight up. So I wanted a greeny brown, dark brown, and then gold 79 was my up and up, and then Sunray was just added in bit by bit by bit to get up to the level that I wanted to. Sometimes Squidmar can be weird with his selections, and I don't always like what he does, but Squidmar's Squidmar, so. And I'm not him. But that guy right there is not using any traditional colors yet. Or I don't plan on doing it yet. Oh, you've missed him, Layden. So, or no, you saw him on Monday night. I don't know if you saw him like this. Yeah, you saw him on Monday, but you didn't see him in this state where he's getting a little bit closer to being done. Well, I took his arms off. I can take his arms off. There you go. Are you happy now? But I decided to go with the purple violet cloak. Um, but this metal or this coloring right here, uh, Death, is magenta, cold yellow, and a or no, it's red, magenta, it's red, cold yellow, and phthalo green. And they're just using cold yellow to lighten it up slowly. Or since he's easily accessible. Um, this was using a lot of the Reaper Triad for different parts of gold and mixing in those colors. Did non-metallic metal on the back and all throughout the pieces. So, yeah, that was using a lot of the non-metallic triad for it. Yeah. And that non-metallic triad for Reaper was shadow, base, highlight. Is those three numbers right there? They sell them as one. They still sell these triads. I think they're in. Oh, yeah. You have the general idea, right? Um, Squiddy can be kind of weird sometimes. I don't always care for him. That's why I said I had opinions and thoughts. But I'll drop that in your Discord along with what I did on that other guy, and then the other non-metallic triad that I used probably tomorrow. It won't be tonight. That's for dang sure. Because we're still going strong because we had coffee. You're welcome. Like I said before, we're all here to help each other and grow together. Um, oh, son of a biscuit. Because I have her right there. The reason why I got challenged by Grumpy Crane is because her back flower right here, I was trying to use the same recipe up here, and I thought this was golden brown, but I grabbed the wrong one. So I wanted to use black 79 and Sunray Ray to highlight the gold bits around her back piece, I guess you would say. Um, through here. So he's the reason why I got challenged to correct it, and that's why I came up with the other guy's recipe that I actually kind of like a lot more than what I have on here because I feel like um, the gold pieces here on the fish don't quite pop the way that I want them to. So I'm gonna try to recoat that tomorrow night on stream, um, and redo her mask probably, and see what it comes out to be like, and see how much I like it on that larger scale. Because I just like I like this non-metallic metal bits that I add here. Good thing the brush is empty. Uh, the non-metallic bits that I got going around here and on the hat band, but it's not fully doing it for me kind of deal right now. And I don't. Oh, it gets hard. Like it's one of those that you have to experiment and test with over and over and over again, and find the recipe that works, or find the concoction that works for you. Because oh god, everybody has their recipe for non-metallic metals, or their thoughts on what non-metallic metals is going to be. So because oh, let's brush up. Because he's successful right there. When I was working through this guy and the non-metallic metal that I was doing on his shoulders, I was reading through the Chimera art book for him, and what he did was nothing like what anybody else does. You can see it a lot more on the backside. If I turn the exposure up some more, uh, it's more of like a purpley blue metal than it is anything else. Good morning, Battle Ready Miniatures. How are you? I am continuing to work on my Witch's Apprentice. We are going to push her to completion tonight. But how can you be asleep if you're typing? Oh, there we go. That you are. The pug's just sniffing and pushing the phone. There was a light spot on the side that I wanted to correct. No, maybe. Get just a little bit of thin. Can you thin for me, paint? Mm-hmm. All right, so I feel like you can see the underskirt better and you have an idea that she is wearing underwear. That's a good thing. So let's take a moment and step back for just a few moments. Ah. Is it turning to be a very nice weather right now? I bet the pug can spell better than you. Uh, oh, that's good. We've got rain coming this weekend. I know I'll have it Saturday at some point and Sunday, more than likely all day. So I will need to make sure that I am up in time to put something on the smoker and use it then. But, in the meantime, we're going to take a moment and I'm going to shift scenes. So give me a couple of seconds. I want to shift to a grayscale. And I just kind of want to look around. I think she needs a little something right there in the center. No, she is currently not married, or her marital status is unknown. But she potentially changed someone into a cat, so you can risk it for the biscuit. Oh, my vertical needs to be on the grayscale setting. Whoops. All's forgot, and you got to see the kitty for an extended amount of time. I need to tie those two scenes together. So you get the red on the shoulder right there, and it's some highlight. This height band you can pick up just a little bit. Just a smidge is all you need, sir. Hats look good. The gem in the center of the hat, though, is still ticking me off. Okay. We're going to switch back to color mode. 1 second. Yay! And now all of the settings of the camera are messed up. Or it resets to 0, one of the two. I can't remember. So we can just turn our exposures back up. Yay! So I want to introduce some more brown. I look forward to seeing you start that. You were excited to pick it up, and I'm excited to see what you do with it. Um, I'll be working once again on Maniko because I have that longer stream, and I want to. I like it when I can have that long stream, and I can work on her a great deal. For me, it's kind of nice. Oh, I forgot to sit down. Ooh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. I can already tell my back's gonna be like, Dodo, you forgot to sit. You forgot to sit. I don't know if there's much else I can do with her. I can try to bring up some of the magenta pieces here. Um, but I don't think it's going to be worth my time and effort, to be honest with you. Like, I just don't see it being a. I don't see it bringing a lot of benefit to the figure. And then it'll be me, you, Smiling Beagle, and then you. Did the other person respond back? Row something something something. All right, I have that gold piece there in the center, finally looking the way that I want it to look. Son of a biscuit, calm down. I go to my putts list. Underskirt, check off. I didn't. I followed them, but I don't have their name perfectly saved. So. Uh, yeah. 01 Creations. That's the one I was thinking of. Spieling is in for sure, though. Excellent. I look forward to that. I look forward to having a chat with the hoot that she is. Okay. I'll copy and prepare everything else. Be ready. I shall do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be ready as well. All it is saving a scene, so that's easy enough. But oh, okay. So we're gonna do this guy really quick. I need to get this cat's eyes. Yeah. Catch you later, Rat already. Sleep well. I want to. Literally enhance these cat's eyes. Also bad. Layden, that figure is beautiful. Mm-hmm. Rinsey, 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 rinsey with the bushy out. You can start to see his eyes popping out a little bit more. That's good. I swear this camera wants to just fight with me up and down all night long. There you go. Looks a little bit better there now that I've got this light on. Thank you, Siri. You're a good bot. There we go. Now the Steam Deck works. Ben & Jerry's really needs to improve their operation. The only way to get there is down a rocky road. Ba-da-dum-tis. Okay, I think maybe it's there. Jeez. I swiped my hand across that thing and I thought I almost broke it off. And almost had like a mild heart attack. All right. So, where do I believe that this is going to end? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I wanted to check something out really quick. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. You're okay, sweetie. You're A-okay. So, where do we think we can take this figure from here? The tabard and the green, I feel like, is done. The POW and the sign is done. The non-metallic and the metal pipings all around it I feel like are popping out just right. I got her base all nice and lined, black and pretty. That's looking good. The magic puff is, okay. Not perfect, but I don't think there's much else we can do with that. The socks, I kind of want them to stay the way they are. It kind of helps break up between the two. The stocking, I don't know if I can really get that any better. So I think it's kind of leave it alone. There's not much futzing to do with it. Um, just get pure white goofball. So, what does that leave me to actually change or modify on her? Is there anything else? I mean, the POW needs a little bit more weight to it. Somehow I've got it super dark. So let's fix that really quick. Okay. So, to the Witch's Apprentice. I believe we are going to start to write her off as complete. I don't really want to do a whole lot with the staff here. I mean, you can see their striations. I could mix in a little magenta and black. And see if I can make it pop out just a little bit more. Da-da-na. My back is going to be pissed at me. And that's A-O frickin' K. What? No, you stay over there. There you guys go. Full floof. The full floof. You're okay. You're okay, sweetie. Ah, we don't bite. We don't bite. I love you and your tortitude, but we don't bite. Yeah, I don't think it's really adding that much value to the figure right now by doing that blackness. No, no. 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 How many times can we say no? Uh I'm in a mood. Antifreeze. I'm in a mood. I want to push and complete her. So I'm working through my punch list and I was about to start wrapping it up. I think she's done. There's not a whole lot else I can figure out what to do with her. I've got her non-metallic gold bits squared away as best as I can. The reds are looking beautiful. The cats are looking good. I've got cat eyes. Um, I'm not overly happy with the sheer stockings, but it's really good. They're really good. And they give the illusion of sheer, so I like that. The base looks good. Her reds look good. The greens look good. The magic cloud looks good. The staff is what I was just futzing with, and I think the black really. Oh, oi, nerd! You can calm down. Um, sorry. The greens are looking good. The underskirt's looking good. The kitties are looking good, causing mischief around her base as well. The skin tone has been good for a long while. That's what I was doing. I wanted just a little bit more red mixed up. And I wanted to bring the lips up just a little bit more. I think that's about all I can do for her. Um, I think she looks amazing and beautiful. Give it a couple of seconds to let the paint dry. Take a sip of water. I think that's the last bit I got for her. Um, I did get her sign squared away too. A nice little pink and red. Oops. I didn't do the pointillism like they did on the box art, but I like these colors a lot better. I think that once it hangs out next to her hat like that, it really stands out quite a bit. I think it's supposed to go like right there or right there kind of deal. It's probably I'm going to glue it together. So I thank you for stopping in and chatting with us, me, Antifreeze. Oh. Tomorrow night we'll be returning to Miniko again when I do that long stream with everybody. I look forward to it. I look forward to putting her on the completed list. Thank you, Death. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I think I'm wrapping up for the night. I think I'm gonna find someone to raid, which would probably be. It's looking like Eastdoor 27 or Lemon Easy, Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy, but I think Eastdoor I know from another streamer. Um, it might be someone that hangs out with. Can you raid Wicked Minis? Are they going to be a fun person? Are they going to be a fun person? They look like they're going to be a fun person. So, we're going to go do a follow. And then I think we're going to call it end there. And we're going to go scare the bejesus out of this person. We're going to go to creator dashboard. I think that's going to be it for me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you all for stopping in, Death Cafe. I thank you very much for the raid. Zoom your camera out, goofball. It has been very, 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 very much fun entertaining and having everybody here tonight. So, on the request of Antifreeze 420, we're going to go say hello to this lovely person. I thank you all for stopping in. Be great, have fun, enjoy, and be as good as you can be. And let's go say hello.